Every time the man betrays the woman, the love knot on his wrist fades a little more. He doesn't realize once the knot fully disappears, the woman will not only stop loving him, but his good fortune will vanish too. The man will lose all his martial power and become ordinary again, while the woman will return to the heavens with her father. She was once her father's most beloved daughter, but 7 years ago she fell in love with the man. To change his destiny, she willingly gave up thousands of years of cultivation, and cast a love spell on their wrists, pouring all her luck and power into him, turning him from a nobody into a respected general. But what she didn't expect was that the moment he achieved success, he brought home a cunning woman, claiming all his glory was thanks to her support, and said he would marry her to repay her. The woman was stunned. She never imagined his love could be so cheap. Even though the mother-in-law tried to stop it, nothing could change the man's mind. The cunning woman then mocked her harshly, calling her a country girl unworthy of the man. At that moment the woman finally understood. Their promises were already broken. Heartbroken, she decided to cut ties with him. She returned to the heavens, and begged her father to break the love spell. Her father said it would require 3 tears of heartbreak. Then he would come to bring her home. The woman returned, and firmly wrote the divorce papers. At that time her daughter was practicing with a sword, but the cunning woman had murderous intent. She didn't want the daughter to drag her down. Just as she was about to strike, the woman arrived in time to take the blow. When the general walked in, the cunning woman pretended to be injured for sympathy. What hurt even more was the daughter saying the woman only knew chores, and that she wanted the cunning woman as her mother. The woman was crushed. She never thought the daughter she raised would be so heartless. Her first tear of heartbreak finally fell, and the love knot on the man's wrist began to fade. On the day of the Mid-Autumn Festival, years of giving away her fortune had weakened her body, but the man thought her coughing blood was just a cold, yet panicked when the cunning woman coughed, and rushed to her side. The daughter also said the moon at the cunning woman's house was rounder. Knowing this might be their last reunion, the woman asked them to stay for one final mid-autumn together, but the daughter coldly refused. Watching them walk away without a second thought, the woman completely gave up. While they were happily celebrating, the woman stayed home and signed the divorce papers, and dropped her second tear of heartbreak. Only 1 tear remained before she could leave, but knowing her mother-in-law always treated her kindly, she left her a jade pendant, saying it would bless her with a long life. The mother-in-law had long suspected the woman was no ordinary person. Since marrying into the family, the man had won many victories, all thanks to the woman's silent help. The woman admitted it was all her choice. The mother-in-law held the jade knowing she was about to leave. Though full of sorrow, the man's betrayal had truly broken her. That day the woman cooked a full table of dishes, hoping for one last family meal, but the cunning woman had them thrown away, replacing them with her own food, and invited the whole family, except for the woman. She even publicly humiliated her, forcing her to lead a dog to the table. The man didn't stop her. Instead he praised the dog for its battlefield merits, saying even a dog was more worthy than a countrywoman. The woman held back her pain, and led the dog over. After the meal she said goodbye to the mother-in-law, and prepared to leave for good. The man's fortune was about to vanish completely. The next day was the wedding of the man and the cunning woman, but she tore her wedding dress on purpose, and blamed the woman for it. The man believed her and tried to punish the woman, but she had already sent a letter